What's up, America? What's up, world? This is Will Billy Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. Right now I'm here. I'm going to show you a few ideas as far as hammer-on legato runs with like simple rhythmic structures. I know a lot of new players, a lot of players who are just now putting bands together, or thinking about putting a band together, and you're writing something, you kind of get lost with what to do with your rhythm structure. A lot of the new metal is based off of punches, which basically is what a guitar, bass, and drums lock as far as snaps. Usually you can tell a punch either is by like a breakdown type sequence where they're all in unison and everything just sounds a lot bigger because it's not one person playing against each other, they're playing completely together. But a lot of times when you're doing these things, you might come to might have a few questions as far as where can you go with it, because just pouncing on that chord does it for a minute, but doesn't really take your imagination anywhere, or you're trying to take maybe the audience, pull them even closer. So with that, I'll show you what the structure is. Basically, starting here with F sharp power chord and G major scale. The E string, 3rd fret, 1st finger, same string, 2nd finger, 5th fret, 4th finger, 7th fret. And I'll just repeat it on the next string. On the A string, 1st finger, 3rd fret, 2nd finger, 5th fret, 4th finger, 7th fret. On the D string, F sharp. On the 4th fret, first finger, 4th fret, 2nd finger, 5th fret, 4th finger, 7th fret. If you're not familiar with that, the easiest way to get accustomed to it is just slowly practice it. Now, when it comes to practicing this, you should practice it 2 ways: by alternate picking, and also by hammer-ons. Alternate picking would be just up, down, up, down, up, down, or down, up, or whatever. So it's hammer-ons and pull-offs. So I'm hitting the first note, hammering on the 2nd note, 3rd note, picking the 1st note, hammering on the 2nd note, hammering on the 3rd note, picking the 1st note, hammering the 2nd note, hammering the last note. So the pull-off, starting with in reverse, starts with me picking the 1st note, pulling off to the next note, and to the last note, picking the 1st note, hammering out, pulling off to the 2nd note, pulling off the last note, picking the 1st note, pull off to the next note, pull off to the last note. Like I said, always start very slow at about 80 beats per minute, regardless if you're picking or if you're practicing your pull-off and hammer-on techniques. Basic rhythm structure, when you're practicing, it's not just good to practice chords and scales and all that. It's also about applying it to whatever you do. Now, like I said, a lot of bands will do things with staccato kind of rhythms, where maybe you need someplace to go to kind of add a little, make it more adventurous. Where you started like with 2nd F sharp. When you're practicing these things, it's the easiest way to get into it, outside of like getting a good grasp on the scale itself with the technique, is slowly applying it. You can play this anywhere on any type of scale. Basically, I'm just using 3 to 4 notes per line. Actually, I'm using 3 notes a line, and that accounts for many, many, many different scales as far as the beginnings of these things. So like whenever you're playing,
It just catch a groove, right?
it's not just applied to just that. You can use it on a lot of different forms. Like I'll show you. The bottom line is with this is like whenever you're creating and you find your groove, and it can be fast, it can be slow, then throw a few notes in to see how you can spice it up. Sometimes it might be too much, sometimes it might just be right. But by doing a little bit of experimentation, most notably getting a hand on doing the legato exercise as far as hammer-ons and pull-offs, you will exponentially throw your playing to another level, because you're able to do a lot of things that the whole entire band can jump on. You can have your bass player throw a harmony with you. If you have another guitar player, a dual harmony, which sounds completely sinister and killer. Not enough bands doing that, man. Not enough bands doing that. It invites things. A lot of times I know guys in bands, you might get like, feel stagnant and this, that, and the other. This actually adds a spark to it, man. And that's the one thing about writing a lot of heavy metal, is that a lot of times when you're in the band situation, you'll throw that one idea out there and the rest of the guys will run with it. And that's what we all want to do. I've been around many drummers that have had an idea or a fill or something, just a groove that was just relentless, that, yeah, I was tired, but you know what? It was worth it because the idea inspired much more going on. And that's what I'm here to help you with, is that instead of just having the ruts or whatnot, just kind of give you a few ideas, a few pointers. Maybe you've read about some of these techniques or whatnot, and just to try to bring it down to an easy way of picking it apart. Say it 3 times fast. Picking this apart, it makes it a lot easier. This has been Will Billy Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. Like I said, there are multiple hundreds of videos for you to check out. So, like I said, country, western, metal, rock, jazz, blues, everything. If you can think it, it's here. Check it out and grow with us. Definitely. Until next time, we'll see you.